Medieval Battle Royale. Hey, what's up guys, Irish Turtle here, and in today's video I want to talk to you guys, as the intro suggests, about a medieval battle royale game that is currently in funding on Indiegogo. Now the game itself is under development by a small indie company that goes by the name of Black Rose Arts, and the game itself is called Valhall. Now this game is based around the Viking mythos of sort of having to try and fight to survive Ragnarok, and having one soldier, one survivor, essentially claim Odin's sword to stop Ragnarok. Now the game itself, as I said, is currently in funding on Indiegogo. I do just want to say, before I continue any further in the video, I was approached by Black Rose to make this video, and I have also said that if any purchases are made through me on their Indiegogo page, I do get a percentage cut of that purchase. I haven't exactly been told how much it is, but I do just want to point that out, you guys. You know, I have been sort of sponsored to make this video by them. But please don't feel as though I am telling you to purchase this game. All I'm going to do is tell you the facts about the game. If you're interested, feel free to use the link in the description below to check it out. If you're not interested, feel free to not check it out. It's completely up to you guys. All I'm doing is telling the facts about the game and what I personally think about it. So without any further ado, let's get into the game itself. Now, of course, as I said, it is a medieval battle royale game that centres around 50 players entering into a world, and all of them fighting after the Odin sword to become basically the best warrior in the game. And of course, the way it works is that you're fighting for this sword because essentially it's meant to stop Ragnarok. And the game itself is focused around single combat in the sense of using swords, axes, shields, and of course the occasional bow and arrow. Now they have stated in their Indiegogo page the game is focused around these big battles, but also around single combat. And it has both a first person and third person view system. So if you think of it almost like Chivalry crossed with The Witcher, you have the first person combat from like Chivalry or maybe Kingdom Come Deliverance, where you can see your character from your character's eyes, you can fight them on that one-to-one kind of view. Or, like in The Witcher, you can get behind your character and you have this third-person perspective to use when you're fighting them. So, you know, it's a very interesting system. You have both these styles of combat that you can use. And to be honest, it looks quite interesting. As I said, it does remind me of both The Witcher and Kingdom Come Deliverance. And I am really looking forward to actually seeing this combat in action and seeing how it properly plays out. The next thing to talk about in the game that has been shown is the movement system. Now the system itself is really intriguing in the way that they've done it, and they've talked about the fact that as you're running around, basically in the clip that I've seen rather, when you're running around the world, it seems as though trees and objects are actually rendered into the world as physical objects that will actually affect you. So unlike in Fortnite or PUBG, when you can run into a tree, your character just stops, you sidestep it and you keep running, in this game, if you hit a tree, your character will physically react to it and they will physically go down as if they've actually run into an object at full speed. Again, this is quite cool because it means that if you're being chased by a player and you happen to hit a tree, that player has a chance to catch up to you. Similarly, you know, if you're running after somebody and you fall over, that player has a chance to get away. So it's a very nice little interesting mechanic. It's not something we've seen in many Battle Royale games, but I do like the way that's being implemented and I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. Along with the movement system, they have also said that there is going to be a parkour system within the game, as that's very important in combat, is to get the edge on your opponents, you know, to get different positions on them, get leverage, and again, that's probably good for the people that like to use bows and arrows, or that will like to use them, as it'll mean you can get to the higher vantage points and snipe down on your enemies. Now, of course, as I said, it is based in Viking mythos, so the types of weapons and armour that you'll currently see in the game, mainly axes, swords, bows, shields, the sort of things you would see Vikings use, and similarly the armour, it's very sort of very basic, very kind of like chainmail-y, sort of is meant to give you good movement. Again, I have also seen that the armour itself doesn't offer any kind of benefit, it's simply cosmetic, and that is something that you can change in the game, and I will talk about that in just a moment once I get to it. So of course, as I said, it is a battle royale game, so there has to be a way to bring players together to fight in closer quarters and bring these players together. And the way that's done in this game is by having sort of a physical representation of Ragnarok, which for those of you guys that don't know is essentially what Vikings thought the end of the world would be. So in this game, essentially the edges of the world are slowly crumbling in, everything is slowly being destroyed by Ragnarok, and it's slowly forcing all the players into this central area of the map. And the map itself is split up into 4 separate locations, which are basically styled after each of the seasons. So you have summer, winter, spring and autumn. And in each of these zones you'll see a different colour palette, you'll see different weather effects, and you'll see different sort of things as you're running around them. So it'll be nice to see that, you know, it's not like, and again, it's not like PUBG or Fortnite where you just get one weather type. You actually get to see different types on the same map and kind of experience what you want to experience when you start playing the game. There are also other things they've talked about, like a labyrinth that was made by Loki that you can find. There are also caves and things that you can explore. So that it's not only just these 4 zones, but also other things that are hidden within that you can also explore as well. And of course, at the centre of the world is what you're fighting for, which is Odin's sword. And essentially the idea is you fight for this sword because that sword itself can, you know, stop Ragnarok. And they have said that that is set in a pedestal in the centre of a Colosseum-like arena, which is full of dark corners for you to hide in, death traps. And essentially, the way it works is there can only be one worthy person to win the sword. Now, of course, as I said, the apocalypse is happening behind you, and what's really cool about that is they have actually physics rendered all of the kind of destruction and stuff that happens when Ragnarok comes. And it's basically represented as like a gravity anomaly, where the map crumbles in, things start flying up, you know, things increase in like flying up in the air, and if you get caught into that, of course, you'll get picked up as well, and you'll no longer be able to keep fighting as you'll have hit that point, and you'll struggle as you're going. Now, of course, the main focus of the game, as I said, is combat. Now, the way they've described it is each big victory was achieved by dozens of small victories, small combats. One of the most gripping elements in the game, you can demonstrate anything here, skills, tactics, bravery. So the idea here is it's actually going to be a skill-based game where fighting will require skills to win. It's not just going to be like a hack and slash or who gets the sort of immediate sneak advantage like in PUBG. You do actually have to have some ability to fight players or have tactics on how you defeat people. You can't just run in, hit mouse 1 and kill them immediately. So again, it's something that I'm going to like the look of. It might mean that the PUBG genre might actually have a bit more of a skill gap within it, where you'll see players who actually know how to fight versus players that don't. And of course, with any kind of PUBG style game, any kind of Fortnite style game, there's going to be radius voice chat. So of course, when you run across another player that you're fighting, you can speak to them in real time, and of course you can speak to their dead body, and that's all in real time. And again, it works in a radius area around you, so of course not everyone can hear you, just the people that are nearby. So of course, maybe if you want to be killing somebody and speaking to them, maybe you should be careful about how loud you get, as other players nearby could potentially hear you. Now, of course, as I said, this game is on Indiegogo, and I do just want to point out that you can, as I said, fund this game. It is currently in development. They've not actually quite reached their goal. I think they're looking for around $10,000. They're about halfway there. So if it is a sort of game that you do want to see come to fruition, feel free to donate should you wish to. But again, I do just want to iterate, don't feel pushed into doing that. As there isn't much gameplay of it, you know, there's not any kind of real representation of it, so we don't know what the game itself is going to include, we don't know how good it's going to be, and I don't want to feel like I've pushed you guys into buying a game that may never actually be any good. So again, buyer beware, don't just buy it because I say to, actually take a look and see if it's something you're interested in. Now, of course, if you do choose to back into it, you can get weapons chest and cosmetics. Now, of course, any game like this, they always do include cosmetics, and they have stated that you can actually get cosmetics in-game by playing. It's not just gated by paying for them, but of course that is completely up to you. So, you know, you get weapons chests, which again can make your weapons look different. You can get runes chests, which will basically bestow visual effects onto your weapons. So, for example, you can put a fire rune onto your sword, and when you pick up the sword that has a fire rune on it on the map, that sword will have that fire effect. It doesn't actually give you any kind of bonus, it's just a customizable visual effect. There is no actual bonus to it, so it is completely skill based. There is no pay to win. Even if you buy a weapons chest and you get a skin, you don't then spawn in with a weapon, you still have to find it. The skin is only applied once you picked it up, similarly to how other Battle Royale games work. And of course the same is for cosmetics. You can get cosmetic chests with gauntlets, boots, armour, helmet, capes, pauldrons, and again it's a similar principle. All of this is visual customization. None of it actually affects the gameplay. It's just there to make your character look unique and different, and perhaps, you know, stand out from a crowd. They have also got some stretch goals, things like adding in horseback, you know, sort of just other than just running around. They have other later plans like legendary weapons, monsters that sort of spawn in the world to hunt down players, So here you can see Fenrir, who is a huge wolf, again from Viking mythology, and it just hunts down the last warriors in the game, according to this. And of course they also do have the Torment and Unique Battle Mode, which is essentially 15 teams of 7 players fighting to be the best team. Again, these are stretch goals, so they won't necessarily be in the game, but they are things that you can see the developers are planning to do once the game has been launched. Now, of course, if you do want to sponsor the game, if you do want to donate to it, you can do. As I said, I do get a small cut of that donation that you put to them, so there is a little bit of incentive for me to talk about the game, but I'm not going to tell you guys just to outright buy it, because I don't feel like it's in a state where I can say that. If there was an early access gameplay at the minute where I could actually play it and talk about it, I'd feel a little bit more confident. But for now, I just want to raise your awareness of it, and if you are interested, feel free to check out their Indiegogo page. Take a look, see what you actually think of it before you actually proceed, and, you know, just take it all in, have a look and see if it's the sort of game that interests you. But other than that, guys, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's not my normal format, and of course it was something that I was approached to actually make, and after looking at the game, as I said, I did want to actually make this video because the game looks interesting, it looks good, and if it is actually created in the way they've said it's going to be made, it's a game that I actually would really like to play. So I'll probably end up backing it as well myself. I'll probably throw some cash towards them. But again, it looks good, and I think it's going to be interesting provided they provide the mechanics that they want. But other than that, guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, the like button is just below. If you didn't, the dislike button is also below. If subscribe for more content coming soon, and I'll see you in the next one.